Good morning and thank you for joining us today. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon, is going to deliver a brief statement. He will take your questions afterwards. If called upon to ask a question, please state your name and media outlet. Thank you. Ambassador.
Good morning. Today, Prime Minister Netanyahu will meet with President Trump in Washington. This meeting comes at a critical time for the Middle East. Iran has violated the MOU with the United States and continues to choose terrorism over negotiations. Iran continues to block the Strait of Hormuz and they launch ballistic missiles at 12 Middle Eastern countries every single day, halting trade, terrorizing the region, and killing American service members and innocent civilians. We are grateful for our deep partnership with the US. We fought shoulder to shoulder against Iran, and we are prepared to continue supporting the US in pursuing peace and stability in the region. Gaza will be part of the meeting today in the Security Council and also will be part of the discussion between Prime Minister Netanyahu and the President. We see that there is progress in Washington, but unfortunately the Security Council continue to fail designating Hamas as a terrorist organization. Hamas is the main obstacle to implementing the President's 20-point plan, and we demand that the Council will finally designate Hamas as a terrorist organization. On Sunday, the Israeli cabinet approved the initial entry of ISF forces into Gaza. It will be an opportunity for the people of Gaza to rebuild their lives in a humanitarian zone completely free of Hamas control. We also appreciate the efforts of Secretary of State Rubio regarding Lebanon, and we are hopeful to see the day that Hezbollah is removed from the border between Israel and Lebanon. But as we see progress coming from Washington, look what's happening in New York City. Mayor Mamdani continues inciting violence in New York. Last week, he threatened our Prime Minister that he will be arrested when he comes to the UN General Assembly. And when he realized he cannot do that, it was a baseless declaration, he continued to demonize Israel and spread blood libels. It is no surprise that just one day later, a radical yelling Allahu Akbar stabbed a Jew who stepped out of a synagogue in the Upper West Side. Mayor Mamdani promotes hate. It is dangerous. It is irresponsible. I would like to end on a personal note. As you know, the Prime Minister came to meet with the President, but also he is here to pay his respects to Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator Graham was a true friend of the State of Israel. He was always committed to the security and well-being of the US and Israel. His leadership in Congress ensured Israel had the tools to defend itself against terror. The people of Israel will miss him dearly. We send our sincere condolences to his family and friends today. Thank you.
Ambassador, it's Pamela Fall from U.S. News and World Report. Given the fact that the Iran war is not very popular either in your country or in the United States, do you expect both President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu to talk about specifics of scaling down the war or ending the war? And would the UN have any role? Do you think there's any way that the UN could have a nonpartisan role to help that kind of a peace agreement? Thank you.
Well, I'm sure that will be number one on the agenda in the meeting today between the Prime Minister and the President. I cannot tell you which direction it will go. There are different options. We will definitely would like to hear from the President what he wants to see in the next coming days or weeks. We are prepared for all scenarios. We are prepared for all scenarios, and we will discuss it with the President. Regarding the UN, unfortunately, we see that under the leadership of Secretary Guterres, the UN is not relevant, is not part of any negotiations, whether between Ukraine and Russia or Iran and the US, and I don't think it will change.
And just as a follow-up to what you said about New York City's mayor, do you think he has supported and promoted protests, given the fact that he has conceded that he cannot arrest
Absolutely, and he's saying it publicly, that he calls people to protest. A mayor should unite the people of the city. He's doing exactly the opposite. He's spreading hate, and I'm worried about what will happen here in the UN high-level week. Thank you.
Mr. Ambassador, on Secretary General Guterres' visit to Syria, any comments on that? One thing notable about that visit was that he did not make an effort, or he did not meet the leader of the Syrian Democratic Forces, the Kurdish leader, Muslim Abdi, who, the group that helped defeat the Islamic State. What's your comment on that?
Well, you know, you have to ask the Secretary General about his visit. As I said earlier, he's not effective, and we are looking forward to work with the new Secretary General that will be elected soon. Thank you very much.
Do you have any preference on the next Secretary General?
I will tell you when we do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.